Hello everybody, welcome back to Icecolds Corner. I am back, ready to start this year off, give you guys my thoughts, my opinions, my rants, my complaints, my praises, all that other stuff. Icecolds Corner is here for you. I'm back, it's good to be back, and we're going to have a good time doing this. Starting off the season, starting off the year on a very solemn, melancholy note, because just a few days ago, my beloved San Francisco 49ers lost a game that, plain and simply put, was a swift kick to the nuts for me. Alright? One of the worst losses I've ever experienced in my life as a fan, and it still hurts. They lost to the New York Giants in the NFC Championship Game, 20-17, and in overtime. And I don't even know where to begin with this game. I guess we'll begin with the obvious one, Kyle Williams. 2 muff punts in the game, including the deciding one in overtime. The second punt that was muffed, I mean, it was a football play. I mean, he should have held on to it. He should have kept the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact of the matter. Don't fumble the ball. But, I mean, at least he was making a football play. The one that really kills me is the first one, first muff punt. We're up 14-10. We're getting the ball back. And, the ball starts rolling around all over the ground. So not only does he not get out of the way, I mean, in that situation, out of the stadium. Run to Oakland. Run to Cal State Hayward for all I care. All right, get out of the way of the ball. Okay? But not only does he not run, but the ball hits his knee, and he knows it hits his knee. He knows it hits his knee. And instead of going to get the goddamn ball, he tries to play it off and sell it as if it didn't, allowing the Giants defender to come in to swoop up the ball. That's the one that really gets me going. All right? That's the one that gets me going. All right? No, I'm not balling so hard in Paris right now. All right? So, yeah, go get the ball, Kyle Williams. All right? God damn it. But you know what? I'm not gonna just kill Kyle Williams. I mean, he's had a very good season for the position that he was placed in. I mean, he's a number 4 receiver at best. He had a lot of good moments throughout the season. Ted Ginn Jr. is in there, who's an all-pro punt returner and kick returner for us. That probably doesn't happen. We don't have these problems. Maybe even breaks 1 or 2. I don't know. Kyle Williams was thrust into a situation that, quite frankly, he just wasn't prepared for. In the NFC Championship Game with all the lights on, being a kick returner, punt returner in that situation, he just was not ready for that moment. I'm not going to kill him for that. Once again, like I said, he had some good moments throughout the season. He even had a good moment just a week ago against the New Orleans Saints in that play where Alex swept left, ran into the end zone. Kyle Williams came to the coaches and said, I want to be a part of this play. I want to make the key block to start this thing off on the defensive line. Now, we're talking about Kyle Williams. He's about this tall, about this big, going up against this 300-pound defensive lineman and saying, I want to crack him right in the mouth. I want to make the key block. You know what I mean? And he did that. Joe Staley gets the props, as deservedly so, for getting the last block that got Alex into the end zone. But Kyle Williams got the play started by coming in motion and cracking the defensive end, Will Smith, and starting that play off, giving Alex that ball. So, he went up to him. Dude's got balls, you know what I'm saying? He went up to the coaches and said, I want to be a part of this. I'm going to sacrifice my body for this team and make sure that we have the best situation to try and win this ball game. So, I'm not going to forget that. Just because he fumbled a couple times, I'm not going to forget that moment and what he brought to the table then. So, all love for Kyle Williams, man. Switching gears, I know who wouldn't have gone to the coaches and said, hey, I want to make this block, I want to make this play, and that's one Michael damn Crabtree. All right. Now look, anybody who knows me as a 49er faith, and knows this, you're not gonna find somebody that has defended Michael Crabtree more in the last couple years than I have. I like Michael Crabtree. I've always said I'm one great Michael Crabtree play away from hopping on NFL.com and going to get my authentic number 15 49ers jersey. All right. Mad love for Michael Crabtree, but the facts are the facts. He was absolutely horrendous in these playoffs, and it's pissing me off. All right, it's pissing me off that Michael Crabtree, after all the holdouts, after all the Biletnikoff Award winning in college, after being this fashionista or whatever of the male version of this fashion guy is, wearing the buttons out on the floor, being all smooth and cool, after all that, being the #1 receiver, He hasn't done a goddamn thing in the playoffs when the Niners needed him most. All right, dropping the ball all over the place. Can't even get open against a New York Giants secondary that is horrendous, that stinks. All right, and you want to talk about Alex Smith, and I'm not saying he had the best game, but look, he had nobody to throw the ball to. Michael Crabtree, this is the biggest game of your life. You can't even get open. All right. So look, I'm not ready to give up on Michael Crabtree. I will say that. I always say, like I just told you, I'm always waiting for that next Crabtree play so I can go get my number 15 authentic. But it looks like I might be waiting for a little goddamn while, right? Because Michael Crabtree ain't done nothing when it matters most. He ain't done nothing. All right? He wants to shut me up. He wants to shut up everybody else. He wants to get mad. Well, why don't you go be good, Mike Crabtree? Huh? Why don't you go be good? That'll help out a lot. That'll help out both sides, all right? We'll get off your back, and then you can tell us that we were wrong, all right? Why don't you go be good? All right, I'm thoroughly disgusted with Mike Crabtree. I'm going to get off him right now because I don't even want to say nothing else about his performance in these playoffs. Pissed me off. All right, plain and simply put, pissed me off. Other thing that pissed me off, Matt Bradshaw fumbled. All right, fact of the matter, I don't want to hear no forward progress. I don't want to hear none of that nonsense. Forward progress is a rule that is put in for when a defensive player has the guy with the ball stood up, he's holding them, and then the team comes and gang tackle him, and he's on his feet running backwards. That's where forward progress, that's where that rule comes into play. All right, that's where he said, hey, stop it right there. No need to gang tackle him. The play's dead. He's walking backwards, forward progress, yada, yada, yada. Not when a goddamn running back has the ball fighting for extra yards and is wrapped up. All right, that is not forward progress. That was a fumble. All right, through all the other nonsense. Alex, the receivers, 1 for 13 on third down, all that other nonsense. All right, through all that, the 49ers defense had to make one play, and they made it, and they had it taken away from them. All right, and I'm not going to let anybody say anything differently. This is a tough rule situation. All right, a bad rule, a quick whistle, bullshit. All right, 49ers made the play. That was bullshit. All right, and excuse my language, but I have to say what it is. All right, speaking of the 49er defense, they played one of the great defensive games I've ever seen in my life by one of the great defenses I've ever seen in my life. You talk about Eli Manning. You heard about him all week. People talking all this nonsense about Eli Manning. Well, Eli Manning ain't shit. All right, Eli Manning ain't shit. He dropped back 60 times, threw for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, and didn't go more than 80 yards on a drive, but once in the game. But once in the goddamn game. In the second half, he didn't even get past half field by himself. All right, he got set up twice on 2 turnovers to get past half field. He didn't even get past half field. Eli Manning wasn't shit. The Niners defense had him on lock. All right, and people say, well, you're so tough. He held on to the ball. He would have turned it over, yada, yada, yada. Well, he did what he was supposed to do. Hold on to the goddamn football. All right, it wasn't like he was good. All right, the Niners defense had his ass on lock, and I'm not going to go off of that stance. Eli Manning wasn't shit that game, and I'll say that. He made about 2-3 passes. 2 of the 3 were probably in the first half. All right, he didn't do nothing. Even the last touchdown in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, put him up 17-14, was a duck, man. We had just knocked out Terrell Brown. Deshaun Golson had just knocked him out. Terrell Brown's out there. That ball was probably picked off or knocked down. All right, we had a 4th-string cornerback in the game, and that's how that pass got completed. All right, so don't talk to me about Eli Manning. Talk to me about this Niner defense and how they destroyed Eli Manning. That's the truth right there. As you can see, I'm a little worked up because the Niners would have won a Super Bowl this year. They would have won a goddamn Super Bowl. All right? And through all these events that took place, we're not even going to get a chance to see them compete for it. So, yeah, I'm a little worked up. Maybe Icecolds Corner was just an opportunity for me to get all this off my chest, and I thank you guys for listening to me. Alright, but the fact of the matter remains, Niners lost, Giants are going to the Super Bowl. I have to give them my respect, and we'll try this again next year. So, that's Icecolds Corner to start this season. I had to vent. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this helps anybody who's watching this as well. So, I will be back next week. Super Bowl preview of the Giants and the Patriots. Alright, y'all be good. I'm going to holler at you. 100.